Case, we've got a great day because we've got something like 11 inches of what you call fresh pow.
Yeah, there's a ton of snow.
And we're gonna try out our Honda Acty K-Truck in the snow to see if those little guys are pretty good when things get deep. But first, we gotta move this huge pile out of the way of the barn.
Yeah, we could probably drive the Acty through that snow, but we need to clear out that snow at some point anyway, so might as well do it now.
And we're gonna use our latest tool. This is a Polaris Ranger XP 1000 with the plow. So we're gonna give this a go and then hopefully get that Honda in action. Honda in action. So this plow is pretty cool in how it works. It's beautifully simple. It uses the winch, 4,500 pound winch, to actually lower the unit. And then you can jump out and use this handle to change the angle, which is pretty rad. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a helmet to move 2 feet of snow, so am I, but the Polaris lawyer said I had to. So that's the reason. And it does set a good precedent. I always wear helmets in side-by-sides, but you know, moving around a couple feet of snow, I don't know. The coolest part about this particular Ranger is that it has the full cab with glass windows, power windows, and heat and AC, so I am incredibly comfortable right now. Here we go, lowering the plow.
You know, initially my thought was that we could just drive right through this with the Acty, but this snow is really pretty dense, and yeah, there's a lot of it, so it's maybe good that we cleared out a little bit. I think we should see if the Acty can get through. What do you think?
We can certainly give it a try, Case. A wall of snow.
Yeah, look at that. That doesn't give you an indication how dense this snow is. Oh. Oh. It might not be that dense at the edge. Stability. Dude, this is full-time four-wheel drive.
Oh yeah, this is the real deal, Case. We got something like 40 horsepower, maybe 5-speed manual.
Yeah, and probably at least 6 inches of ground clearance, so this will be interesting.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna start by just easing up to it, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna take some momentum. I don't want to have a massive collision into this pile of snow if I can avoid it.
What are you, 6 inches from the windshield?
Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's see how the Acty does just easing up to the snow and if we can push through it. Oh, that was no problem at all.
Wow. Wow!
That's kind of anticlimactic.
Dude, the thing's a beast!
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Wow! All right, well now we got to go out into the field and see how this thing really does in the snow.
Yeah, deep pow.
All right, Case, so this is the Honda Acty, and what year is this thing?
It's a 1997.
Yeah, that's right, and this is a classification of vehicle very popular in Japan.
Go through deep snow?
Let's go through the deep snow, called the, oh, this might be a little firm. Oh! Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a little clutch action right there. Let's back her up and take a little momentum into it.
They need some ramming speed. Let's see, can you do it? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That's it! Oh, okay, so do you want to stop here? Let me make sure our camera is still on there.
Did it survive?
Sorta.
Sorta?
So this is a category of vehicle called Kei Jidosha in Japan, which means essentially light, small vehicle. And this is a category of vehicle that's much cheaper to register, to insure, to park, because you have to prove parking.
Doesn't like second.
Doesn't like second. And it's four-wheel drive. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and some of these K vehicles actually have lockers, which I feel like would be kind of nice.
That would be a really nice, Case. And some of low range. This one's full-time four-wheel drive. Although, Case, I think this, what, 9-10 inches of snow out here is putting the 6-7 inches of ground clearance to the test.
It's also probably pretty obvious, but this is only the second time I've driven this, and I've driven it total like a quarter of a mile. So I'm not the best at operating it, but
you're doing good, my friend.
Wow, this snow is deep.
It is deep.
It's heavy is the other thing about it.
And it is super, super wet. I mean, incredibly wet snow. But I will say, this thing weighs maybe 1,700 pounds. And actually, it's doing okay. We got this little 3-cylinder engine here. We got maybe 40 horsepower, under 600 cc. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Bogging.
Bogging it. Come on, 3-cylinder. Show us what you got. Uh-oh. Does really well in reverse. Maybe because all the weight's up front here with us and only the engine's in the back. It does better going backwards than it does going forward.
And it's also very happy to rev and stay revved. I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, shift, you're hurting the car. It loves it.
It's basically a motorcycle engine, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Whoop. 5-speed manual, the first gear gearing is actually really low. How's that 4-wheel drive system feel? Real time, full time 4-wheel drive?
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of works, you know? There's not really any different settings that you can put it into.
Come on, little guy.
Yeah,
Let's see what you got.
I don't think it's got the torque to go up this hill in second.
Oh,
maybe.
Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it.
No, it's bogging.
Was that to the floor?
Yeah. All right.
All right, you ready? You want to do seatbelt? I don't know if seatbelt's going to help you very much in this thing.
Not necessarily.
These are primarily little construction vehicles in Japan.
Yeah, little utility vehicles.
And there's a big fight against them here in the States.
Which is crazy to me.
For getting them registered on the road. Kind of unnerving, isn't it?
Yeah, not a lot of clearance.
Yeah, so why don't we talk a little bit about that? A lot of states are saying, nope, these weren't sold here in the US, right? They're dangerous. You can't drive them on the road, which is
just crazy to me. There's so many vehicles out there. For example, we've been driving recently a lot in a Ford Model T.
Right.
For a video series, and
which is 50 state legal.
Yeah, and that vehicle is way more dangerous than this. Now, I know that's grandfathered in. You can't take it off the road, but come on. I think these should definitely be allowed.
Oh, 100%. Come on, little guy.
There's no way. No shot.
You don't think it's going to go up that?
With enough momentum.
I'm going to try to back up the hill.
Yeah? Is that going to make it better?
Seems to do better in reverse.
I don't think it's for that reason. I think it does better in reverse because we're reversing on the tracks that we already...
You might be right, Case, actually.
Yeah.
I think you're on the money on that one. Yeah, it does not like second.
No, especially up the hill.
For these little tiny street tires, though.
Yeah, these tires are not really designed for any kind of off-roading at all.
No, it does really pretty good. Oh no! Can't get enough speed in this gunk.
No, it doesn't seem to want to e-brake turn very well.
Okay, Case, so here's my verdict. Is it a Wrangler on 37s? It is not. But for a teeny tiny little truck,
it's pretty fun.
It does pretty good.
No one will deny that it's fun to drive in these conditions.
It just doesn't
want to do it. Too steep.
No, it's really fun to drive in these conditions, you're right. And it will do it. These are probably some of the worst conditions we've had in Colorado.
Oh yeah.
In a long time.
Yeah, that I've seen.
And the little guy, it does okay.
It really does.
Doesn't do a whole lot. It does really good though. You just rev it at 8,000 RPM for minutes on end, and you don't go really fast, but you do get where you're going, which is kind of the K-Truck motto anyway, so it's about what we expected, right, Case?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's definitely a lot of fun in these conditions, but yeah, these are some pretty difficult snow conditions to drive through.
I am 6'1", when I'm wearing shoes and not slouching. All right, there we go.
Sort of, kind of.
Well, it's, you know what part of the problem is my feet. I wear size 13s, and in order for me to actually fit in here properly, it's very difficult for me to hit like the accelerator and not touch the brake. And then in order to hit the clutch, I've got to lift my leg up and hit the steering wheel. So I've already driven this thing, and as cool as it is, I just don't fit. I wish I could have, like, as we all do, 3 more inches, and that would be awesome, but I don't.
All right, Case, just for gits and shiggles, we have seen the Japanese version of the single cab work truck in the snow. Now we got pure America.
Yeah, this is about as American as it gets, and we have it kicking around here. We thought, why not see how it compares?
So, liters
Oh, 5.9.
versus 0.6
Yep.
horsepower.
Well, from the factory, about 175.
Torque now.
Torque now could be as much as 5,600.
So, well, what, 15 times what the little
Yeah.
Honda makes?
Definitely more torque, but the interesting thing is going to be seeing how the weight of this beast compares.
Let's go see what happens.
Tommy, welcome.
Oh, never heard of running boards, Case?
I've heard of them. I don't need them, if that's what you're suggesting.
All right, well, let's see how this 5.9 open diffed, 35-inch tall tired.
It is open diff. It would be kind of nice if it had
Oh, you're gonna go like
limited
that.
slips.
Woo! Listen to that sound, Case. A little more torque for second gear, that's for sure.
Yeah. Second gear's no problem. I'm interested. We're going more sideways than forward. I'm going to be interested to see as far as traction how we do, because these Cooper tires are just not that good.
Case, we're about pretty similar to the little K truck, aren't we? Actually, going up the hill.
Yeah, a little more axle hop.
A little bit more noise too, that's for sure. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, she does pretty good, Case. For being
Yeah.
open diffs. Oh yeah.
Your
Come
poor
on,
yard.
baby.
Yeah. My apologies to your yard. I don't know how much grass you're going to be growing here in the summer.
We got a little less RPM in this truck too, Case. What is that, 2K?
Yeah, that's like 1,800 right there.
Wow. Nice, dude.
Oh, beautiful.
Listen to that puppy. Got that turbo singing.
We're digging in.
In terms of all-out traction though, Case, it's pretty similar to the Honda.
Yeah, once you start bogging into the heavier stuff, it's not much better. Yeah, and I've definitely got some axle hop.
We got a little bit of axle hop going on here. Woo! Look at that snow fly. Nice work, dude. That was awesome.
Uh-oh. Here,
Uh-oh.
let me try not to tear up the gravel too much. I'll crawl up here slow and maintain maybe the last tenth
The
of
last 10%.
landscaping that exists here.
Nice. Nice.
So, what do you think? Cummins versus K-Truck?
The Cummins was better. And louder. But the K-Truck did okay.
K-Truck was just as much fun.
For sure. All right, Kay, so you're out in the snow. Japan versus America. Who done did it right?
You know, they're both a lot of fun. They both made it pretty much anywhere that we wanted to go. So, I think you really can't go wrong.
I think you're right. Guys, let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you like the K-Truck? Do you like Case's 5.9? And as always, this has been Tommy and Case. We'll see you in another episode.